What is up, you YouTubers? Team Scrubs for the win here. I wanted to show you a deck list that I made that is pretty controversial between my friends, and it's not the one I used at YCS Brighton. At YCS Brighton I used TG agent, not tour guide agents, and I did pretty well with it. But I'll post that video later. I just wanted to show you this one because it's pretty controversial, and I think it's pretty good. And it's really consistent, and you'll see what I think about it. Let's get on with it. First, Caius, BLS, Gores, and Dad. Dad is too good. Run him. Doesn't matter. Just put him in. 3 tour guides and a Sangan. 3 Tengus. And then now you think this is a tour guide Tengu plants deck, but you'll see why it isn't. It's because I run these guys right here. I run 2 Doppels, 2 Junks, and 1 Raikou because I like to have options. And if my Junk Doppel deck options run out, I have the Tengu and I have the tour guide still, so I'm not dead. And if that runs out, I still have the boss monsters that, especially Dad, that's made playable by this. It's really made playable by this. This really helps it. So it's just pretty versatile, in my opinion. And then we have the 2 hand traps, the 2 Veilers and 2 Maxis, and the plant engine, lone fire, spore, debris, dandy, and glow up. And that's it for the monsters. And now for the spells, we have Drop Power, Allure, Tuning, and Rhoda to speed up the deck. Then we have 3 MSTs. My deck is pretty offensive, and I want to get past all the back rows with the Heavy Storm too. I don't want my whole play to be stopped by Solemn Warning. I already have the Maxis to worry about. Then we have 1 Mind Control, 1 Monster Reborn, 1 Foolish, 1 Pot, 1 Dandy, 1 Dark Hole, 1 Econ, which is pretty good. It gives you a lot of options. And then 1 Dust Shoot for the traps. As I said before, this is an offensive deck. It's just attack, 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 and win. And then for the extra deck, 1 Utopia, I should always have that. 1 Levier, 1 Zen Mains, 1 Leviathan for the tour guides. Then we have, for the synchros, 1 Formula, 1 Armory Arm, 1 Librarian, 1 Catastor, 1 Orient for debris, 1 Brio, 1 Black Rose, 1 Scrap D, 1 Stardust, 1 Trish, and 1 Shooting Star, because it's too broken. Play this against Dark Worlds, and you win. They can't do anything about this. I don't see 1 card they can use against this. If they can manage to make, like, Orient Dragon, or if they run Deep Prison, maybe. But you play this, good game. And now for the side. 1 Breaker. It's just a good card overall. You can side it against a lot of different things. 2 Reapers against Dino Rabbits. 2 Cyber Dragons against a lot of stuff. 2 Crows against Dark Worlds and Plants and blah 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 blah. TGs, whatever. They don't get the search. 2 Thunder Kings, TGs, anything basically. You can side this against a lot of different decks. 1 Dust Tornado and 2 Decrease. As I said before, no traps against me. And then 2 Bottomless against agents and a lot of different other stuff. And 1 Chimera Tech against machine type decks. Which rate, by the way, I won on the final match of one of my Winamat. I played against Machina deck, and I had a Gachi Gachi on the field, and he had a Gadgeotron Dragon and 4 gadgets on the field, and he was just waiting for next turn. And I had a Cyber Dragon in hand that I didn't play the turn before. I don't know why. So then I just tributed my Gachi special Cyber Dragon, and then I made like a 6,000 beater Chimera Tech. And by the way, just if you guys didn't know, if your opponent has a lot of machines out and you want to make Chimera Attack, you have Cyber Dragon in your hand, and you don't want him to like Solemn Warning your Cyber Dragon, all you gotta do is tribute a monster, set the Cyber Dragon, and you can contact with him face down, so all his monsters are gonna die anyway. So you don't have to summon it like this. You can just set it and contact. But anyway, that's the deck profile. I call it the Tengu Tour Guide Junk Doppel Plant deck. And what can I say? It's just too good.